Morris' case was not an individual case.
Well, the results are in the sense that this really is happening. There a pattern that fits in all these cases. Most of the persons involved are women. I would say that 5 to 1, women advantage men, if we can call this an advantage, in being abducted by aliens. Most of the abductions are made by the so-called small, big-headed gray creatures, or reticulians, or whatever they are being called at this moment. And the pattern also fits with the cases in the United States and other places in the sense that they seem to be doing something with genetics. They're very interested in our genetics, in the reproductive system. There's an angle in all of this that has also to do something with spiritual development of man, and so forth.
Pat Mercatilia has been investigating cases of UFO abductions on a scientific basis for 10 years.
An abduction is an occurrence which people report where they have a vivid dream of being terrified to death of something chasing them. Sometimes it's down the street, sometimes it's in the car while they're walking, or something that they are extremely terrified of for the evening that they are sleeping in bed, or sometimes driving down the road, and the next morning they have these reoccurring vivid dreams of this terrifying time they've had, and they are almost put into a shock by it, and they don't know who to turn to tell about it, so they keep it locked up in their minds, and it begins to deteriorate their health in a lot of cases. Sometimes people have kept it in their mind for 20 years without being able to tell anyone about it because of the feeling that they would be ridiculed, or their sanity may be questioned by revealing what they have experienced.
How do you handle these nightmares?
Yes, we have perfected that, and they go through a hypnotic regression, we call it, where the doctor puts them into a relaxed state, and in this state they are able to totally relax, and in that manner begin to remember the entire incident, and much more clearly than normal.
One of the victims of a UFO abduction was Maria Rosario from Puerto Rico.
I want to start saying that what was happened to me, it is very important, and it is very real, and it is not different of what is happening to many women, at least at the island of Puerto Rico. I want to say that this is important because it's our lives is going to change. And I want to say too that it is real because you could speak to it and you could touch it and you could feel it very deep into your own. And yes, my experience, I was laid down on my bed, but that night it was early, it was about 10 to 10:30. I was watching television on my bed, and I heard like some strong buzzing sound. I don't know what was happening with that kind of noise. Suddenly, it was appear in my room, two little creatures. Then I was paralyzed, and I was out of conscious. Then when I open my eyes, I am in a place that they are examining my body, the whole body, and they was telling me that my body was in good conditions and my body was perfect. So they make an exam, a gynecological exam, and they take out some kind of a piece from my left side ovary. So I would say that that's by the first time, the first thing, what happened. Then the second time they came in the same manner, uh, the same way. I lost my conscience again, and when I opened my eyes, I am in a place that I describe this place like Cabo Rojo. They took me to a place in Puerto Rico, mountains of Puerto Rico, and they show me a big baby. And when I saw that baby, I immediately I said that I couldn't believe it because it was myself. That baby was myself. And I said to them, "What's that? It is impossible. How could you make that? How could you did it? It is impossible." So, but that's me, I said. It was myself, that baby.
Do you believe the aliens cloned you from your genetic material?
Yes, from my genetical material. Yes, because I could feel that baby myself, and she was a girl, and that's the way I feel it. I feel that baby. That baby was myself.
Did they tell you why they created this clone?
Why? I think because they need to implant very, very soon some kind of life in our planet. Yeah.
And why do they want this?
Well, that's a little difficult for me to explain it now. I have information that I cannot remember, and I have another information that I am not going to tell to anybody. But I think that this kind of life is going to be implanted in our planet very soon. I don't know how soon, but very soon.
In other cases, the witnesses related how a small spherical object was implanted through their nose. Pat Mercatilla took these reports about alien implants seriously. He subjected his clients to a magnetic resonance imaging and CAT scan of their brains, leading to the same result in all cases. A foreign body was detected in the skull within the nasal tribunates, about 3 millimeter in diameter. Evidence of the alien contact? Colonel Stephen investigated some of those reports.
Yes, we have reports of direct dialogue with alien extraterrestrial beings seen aboard spacecraft.